Hey everyone, welcome back. Now we have version 2.1 featuring the new character banner for Geng Chen, who complete the TNUN team with her impressive enemy gathering abilities. She's also very easy to control, so without further ado, let's start the guide. Geng Chen is a rage type unit and can gain rage with her normal attacks. Her normal attacks consist of 6 animations and can charge up to 60 full rage if all hits land. Geng Chen's skill have 2 modes, Yin and Yang. She starts in Yang mode at the beginning of a stage, and you'll get a white color mark when using skill in Yang mode. After using a skill, the skill icon changes. Using a skill now will give you a black color mark, indicating Yin mode. You can also see the skill icon is highlighted with yellow circle indicating Yin mode. The Yin and Yang mode switches automatically after using skills sharing the same cooldown. You can accumulate up to 4 marks, and if you exceed 4 marks, the leftmost mark will be removed. Skill 1 deals damage, levitate the enemy, and grants 1 Yang mark. This skill can be launched with animations cancelling, allowing continuous attacks. In Yin mode, skill 1 deals damage, gathers enemies within a small range, and grants 1 Yin mark upon release. This skill can be launched with the animation cancelling, so always cancel the animation of skill 1 for continuous attacks. Skill 2 deals damage, levitate the enemy with the last hit in Yang mode, and grants 1 Yang mark. You will notice a circular pattern left on the ground after hitting the enemy. Once the circle is filled with black color, it releases the last attack and levitate the enemy. In Yin mode, skill 2 continuously deals damage within a small range and grants 1 Yin mark. Unlike skill 1, you should not cancel the animation of skill 2 as it will cancel the skill itself. Skill 3 requires 2 matching marks to be released and inflicts slow once released. In Yang mode, it requires 2 Yang mark and it gathers enemies 2 in front of her for 8 seconds. The range of this skill affects the entire map, so you can gather all enemies no matter how far the enemies are, and enemies cannot escape this range once gathered. Her gathering ability is the best in Aether Gauger and gives great health to any stage with many enemies, and also beneficial for any dealers who has smaller skill range. However, this gathering does not work on some boss unit, but red code can compensate it. We will check it later. In Yin mode, it randomly selects 4 enemies and deals damage every second for 8 seconds. If there is only 1 enemy, it deals 4 times every second for 8 seconds. And you can check the duration with the mark below Geng Chen. Also, skill 3 switches every skill into same mode as skill 3, then reset the cooldown of skill 1 and 2. Ultimate skill is simple damage dealing skill. Extremity dodge triggers 0 time and grants 1 mark based on the state of Geng Chen. The description says Apex Hang state gives Yang mark and Apex Su state gives Yin mark. But you can simply remember as if skill 3 is in Yang mode, you will get Yang mark, and if skill 3 is in mode, you will get the Yin mark. Just for your information, her hairstyle also changes based on the current state, which is same as skill 3 mode. Also, you can use dodge continuously without delay. Her gameplay is really simple. Use normal attacks to gain rage, then use skill 1 and skill 2 to get 2 marks, then use skill 3 and repeat this process. You can also use skill 2 first, then use skill 1. With Warp, Anger Management in position 5 and 6, you can skip the normal attack at the beginning and start the skill rotation more quickly. Blue Code focuses more on dealing damage. Skill 2 in Yin mode now also levitate enemies and deals additional damage when they fall to the ground. The last code gives an attack bonus when using skill 3 in Yang mode, and inflicts abysmal on elite and boss enemies, triggering additional attacks for every second for 12 seconds. Red code is more focused on supporting. It levitates enemies longer, and inflicts armor break on all enemies when using skill 3 in Yang mode. If skill 3 in Yang mode cannot fool enemies, it inflicts stasis instead, stopping them from moving for 5 seconds. Skill 3 in Yin mode reduces all attribute resistance and can stack up to 4 times. So this code can be more handy for a single boss fight. Yellow code is not commonly used. Skill 3 in Yang mode cannot gather enemies in this code, and is not useful for single boss fights. It requires normal enemies or elite enemies together with the boss to use the last code effect, so this code is not much used. The damage output between the red and blue code is not significant without a signature functor. If you have a signature functor, the blue code will give better result. Signature functor is more useful for TNUN team support as it increases the damage of TNUN modifiers and mode index when entering the stage. However, this also needs to be transcended as tier 1 effects are quite low. Gengchen's damage doesn't differ much between a fully transcended Gengchen 5-star functor and tier 1 signature functor. So if you are short on resources, using Gengchen 5-star functor first is a good choice. You can use the water damage Sigil with the Spartan Sigil for rage management or the new limited Sigil. Just for your information, regarding the limited Sigils availability in later versions, if I remember correctly, you can farm all the limited Sigils again from version 2.6 onward. For enchantment and worth, please refer to the chart on the screen. Together with Lingguang, Geng Chen makes the perfect team for TNUN modifiers. The most common team is Jinnu, Lingguang, and Geng Chen to complete the TNUN team. This team now gets the Genjun combat bonus, and if Geng Chen has a signature functor, it boosts the damage of TNUN modifiers even further. Just remember to use the ultimate skill chain of Jinnu and Lingguang for this team. You can replace Jinnu with Mengjang to form another TNUN team. Also, you can add Geng Chen to any teams for crowded enemy clearing stage such as Spirit Capture or first stage of Hazard Zone cleaning. So what do you think about Geng Chen? Honestly, her enemy gathering ability is already a good reason to pull for her, and completing the TNUN team is another good reason. Now that we have her skin gacha earlier in the global version, we have even more reasons to pull for her. Anyway, I hope this guide has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye guys.